happy holidays. And to let you all see that I did go ahead and use white thread to quilt a Christmas tree. Hand quilted Christmas tree. It came out pretty good. And then the stitches, yeah, smaller stitches. So we're still working on quilting smaller and smaller stitches. So I just did a measurement. Seems like I'm halfway to where I need to be. But it is looking, the white thread did come through better. Um, than the red thread. So technically there's a red Christmas tree that was hand quilted here, and then I just hand quilted a white Christmas tree. So of course the white Christmas tree came through better. But it's not perfect because something happened over here to where I can't really see the little point. This should be somewhere in this area here. So I don't know. Maybe I just had some kind of little mishap to where the point that didn't come out as good as this one. But it's still progress. So I just came in to do a quick little live to show you all my hand quilted Christmas tree. I was kind of pressed for time. If I wasn't pressed for time, I would have hand quilted a Christmas tree in each block. But then for it to show up, I probably would have did thank you. I probably would have did a white Christmas tree here, a red Christmas tree here. But you can see my hand quilting and it's smaller stitches, so I'm glad for that. And it does look like a Christmas tree. And then see what you have to do is take your ruler with that 1/4 inch line. You see that 1/4 inch line? You have to put that up there to make sure that that point is not going to get caught up when you go to do your binding. It's a, hi, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Okay, and then there's a little tree trunk at the bottom, so you have to, thanks, thank you. You have to come to the bottom and put your 1/4 inch line on the bottom. And then when you position your template to do your trunk, make sure it's above this line here. And make sure that take your ruler and put it up here. Put it on the edge of the top to make sure that the tip of the Christmas tree, the tippy top, starts a little bit below this point right here, so it won't get, you will know that when you go to sew on your binding strip, that the tippy top won't get caught up and the branch won't get caught up. So there's the branch somewhere. Here is the branch. So you want to make sure that it don't get caught up. So yeah, so if I had to do it all over again, I would. If I had the time to do it, Oh, I've been quilting for 20 years. That's why 22 years. And I do that. I do see, thank you. I do see that some new people have started to do YouTube videos and they're new to quilting. So, what I'm going to do if I see their videos and I see some way I can help them, then I will make a video. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. If you all put your names in the chats, I'll call your names out. I'd like to give you a shout out. But yeah, so this is not really the best I can do. You know, like I said, I was short on time, so I just quilted a big Christmas tree. Hi, Emma. Thanks for stopping by. Um, you all put your names in the chat, so I'll give you a shout out. Is it Emma? Am I saying it right? Hi, Emma. Thanks for stopping by. So I'm just saying Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, showing off my hand quilted Christmas tree. If you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. But yeah, I did a white Christmas tree. But like I said, if I had to do it all over again, I would have. I don't like being pressed for time, you know, but I mean, I don't want to be after Christmas showing somebody a Christmas tree. So, like I said, I would have quilted a smaller white Christmas tree um here, and then a red Christmas tree here, and a white Christmas tree, red Christmas tree. But then you also have to bring back your your ruler to make sure that when you lay your Christmas tree template down, that it's below. Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. That is below this right here, because this is the 1/4 inch. So you know you're going to lose a 1/4 inch right here. So the tip of that Christmas tree needs to be below, right, start below this line. Then you would have to do this all the way around. So if you could just maybe take cardstock or typing paper and go all the way around, even over here, like right here. Well, this is already a seam line, so you won't have to worry about it over here because this seam line is already done. So you would have to do it, and then this seam line is already made. But you would have to lay your ruler down to make sure that your or create you a 1/4 inch piece of paper. Like you could take typing paper. Let me see if I have something. And just do a little cut you a 1/4 inch. I would say maybe a 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch strip of paper, and just lay it down to make sure that, or you can just lay your ruler down just to make, or you, but the thing about it, you would want to do both sides at one time. So I would lay something down right here, and then I would put my 1/4 inch down right here. So when you put your template in, you make sure that it's inside that seam line area. That's pretty much what I'm trying to get at, but y'all know where I'm going. So up here you would just need to do that because you have 3 encased seams. So then you would just put it up here, and then you would make sure that your template started right here, and then you have to do it all the way around and put this line on the lines that are not encased in a seam. And then so I would start my template right here. You can't start up here because if you start in this area, the top of the template gonna get cut off. So then you start it down here. So then you bring this over. Then you have to do this. You will have to put it up here. You will have to put it up here on the edge, the seam, the quarter-inch seam line, and then you will have to, do it right here for that side. And then right here you have three sides already encased in a seam, so you would just do it right here. And so when you lay your template down, you would make sure that it's right here, and it's not over in this area, because if you do it over, if you let it come over here, it's gonna get encased in that seam, and you don't want to do that. You want your whole template to show in the finished block. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. So then you have the bottom area. So you will have to do this and this, because them two sides are already encased. And you see how that's okay. Even if it came over here, it's okay, because the seam area is already done. It's already encased. So then you will have to put that down there to make sure that whatever template didn't go past this area, that point right there, because this is the seam area. So all this gonna disappear once you do your binding strip. And then this one. See, I can teach y'all this because I've been quilting 22 years. So where some people only learned on YouTube, I was doing quilting before YouTube. So, and different knowledge comes with experience. And then sometimes that's the only option people have is YouTube. But you should also be reading books. Like if you don't have quilt shops or whatever, take a class, you should be also reading books, because if someone only learned quilting from YouTube, they're only as smart as the person they're learning from, who also may have only learned from YouTube. So that's why you got to do, it's best to do everything, YouTube classes and books, so that you can be as knowledgeable as possible about quilting. Yeah. But yeah, this is just my quilted Christmas tree. That's what I'm trying to show y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all up. I thank you all for stopping by, and just to show that I did go ahead and quilt a use white thread to quilt a white Christmas tree. But like I said, this is just some I really just hurried up and done, just to have something done in time for Christmas Day. But my preferred thing to do would have been to quilt a Christmas tree, a smaller Christmas tree in each block, and that way I would have had more. It would have looked better to me, I feel, and I would have got more hand quilting experience, because I'm really trying to work on making my hand quilting stitches smaller and smaller to get down to the 10 to 12 inches, 12 stitches per inch. But, that's really not a big deal, because I'll get there eventually with more practice. But as long as it's, Hi. If you put your name in the chat, I'll give you a shout out. Um, it will come with time. So, but yeah, this is my little mug rug. I've hand quilted a Christmas tree, another Christmas tree. It's a red Christmas tree also in here that you can't hardly see. That's why I went ahead and did a white Christmas tree because I like for my quilting line to show, you know, on the fabric. So I like for you to see my quilting designs. So, if I can't see it, then I kind of feel like that's really not the look I was really going for. So that's why I went ahead and quilted a white Christmas tree. So now all I gotta do is put the binding strip on. I probably, maybe, possibly do a live Saturday morning, maybe about 6 or so, possibly not guaranteed, to show how you will go about, putting on the banding strip. I probably machine sew the strip to the top and then let you all see me do the join and hand sew it to the back. So yeah, that's and like I'm telling everybody, I really have a big Valentine's Day coming up. So I'll be doing some more quilted items for Valentine's Day. I don't think I will have my quilt top, I don't think I have the whole quilt top done. Not the quilt top. I don't think I have the quilt entirely finished, but I should definitely at least have that top done. A king size Valentine's Day top done. And then I already did the top for a pot holder, so I have that. And I'll probably do at least a mug rug. Maybe not a placemat, but maybe another mug rug. I like doing mug rugs, this is going to be. This is a quilt sandwich that I quilted for a mug rug. So I'll probably at least do a mug rug for Valentine's Day, and then I'll hand sew my little hearts on, and the stitches will look just like this. So I'm excited about that, and I just, was stopping by to show you all my hand quilted Christmas tree. And I'll be seeing you all Saturday morning for the binding strip. So we'll bound the mug rug, and then I'll be all done with it. Thanks to everybody that's watching my video. Please like this video, share my video, subscribe to my channel. Check you later. Merry Christmas, happy holiday, happy whatever you celebrate during this time. Merry Christmas. Look at the little ornaments in Santa. Thank you. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Share, share, share. Check you later. Check you later.